From Mike Cybert Field on the campus of Cherokee High School, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome to 2025 8th-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Here's truly Tom there along with our director of schools, Richard Van Us. We call him RV, we call him Coach. Tonight it is a Chamber of Commerce night where we're back in Elizabeth enjoying Cover Bridge Days and the seldom seen bluegrass band tonight. Drove by there this morning on the way down here this afternoon. Place was already filling up. Great weekend. Be loyal, buy local, support our businesses in Elizabethton. All the shops, of course, we have two downtown we sponsor. They sponsor us. That would be the good folks at Duck Crossing and also the Eagle Center, among others. And, of course, Big John's Closehouse. But in particular, right downtown, good place to be this weekend, listening to the broadcast. Tomorrow it's Daly and Vincent, which is unbelievably good. Those guys can sing it. Then on Sunday, these are all free, by the way, for Cover Bridge Days. Then on Sunday it's the Martins. Jonathan, Judy, and Joyce, the Martins out of Arkansas. You've seen them on the Gaither videos a lot. They'll have a free concert at 4:30. So while you're there tonight, wherever you may be, as the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain, we say good evening and welcome to 2025 Cyclone football. Could be a history-making night. We'll talk about that. This is game number for the Cyclones, number 1,059. In our storied career, 665 wins, 366 defeats, and 27 ties. And we're ready to bring it to you, joined by Richard Van Hust. What is 101st year of football, isn't it, Elizabeth and I?
Let's see.
101?
Yeah, I think that's right, yeah.
101.
Yeah.
So there you go. And so a chance tonight for Sean Witten to be the all-time winningest coach. He stands at 173 and 55. Tied with his late grandfather. We call him Big Daddy at 173 and 79. So Sean is 48 minutes away being the all-time winningest coach in the history of Cyclone football, which is a big deal. And we're going to have our hands full, and they're going to have their hands full. Cherokee, an undefeated team. We got the standings, our pregame show, by the way, brought to you by the good folks from Phil's Dream Pit. So let's jump in there and go and give us what you see as the standings right now in the region tonight. Class 4, Region 1. We got a busy night. We're all into conference play now, or region play. So standings, and who's playing who, sir?
Yes, so we have three teams in the region that are currently undefeated. You have the Green Devils of Greenville at 2-0, and the Cherokee Chiefs, the Cyclones' opponent tonight, also 2-0. Elizabethton, of course, we've only played one conference game, 1-0. Volunteer is 1-1, and then the remaining teams are haven't won a game yet in the conference. Seymour 0-1, Granger 0-2. Northview and Sullivan East are both 0-1 as well.
So tonight, who plays where?
So Greenville will be at Sullivan East, Volunteer at Seymour, and Granger at Northview. And, of course, our game here tonight in Rogersville.
It's interesting, the point production. Cherokee, again, they are 4-0. They've outscored their opponents what to what?
Yeah, so they've scored 182 points. They currently lead the region in scoring, 182, and they've given up 56. That's followed by Greenville. They've scored 174 and given up 39. Next is Volunteer with they've scored 143 points and given up 38. Granger has scored 129, but they've given up 123. And then you have your Cyclones who have scored 98 and given up 88.
And that's what we've got coming into this one tonight. So the Cyclones, 8th-ranked team in the state. Number 1 is Alcoa. Number 3 is Greenville. Number 8 are the Cyclones. And sandwiched in between us and Greenville is number 4, Anderson County. So we all know that Alcoa is now in the fray, and we know what Alcoa has done over the years. It's obviously a juggernaut high school football, so we'll have to go through Alcoa, or they'll have to go through Elizabethton to get on down the road, and also Anderson County and Greenville. So you add another spoke to the wheel of outstanding talent in this region. But as you well know, we got to take care of business here tonight, and that's how it gets started, and that's how you got to take care of business and win the region and at least get the top 2 teams and guarantee a home spot when the playoffs start in November. Cherokee, again, with a record, as Coach said, of 4-0. They've defeated Pigeon Forge there, 34-13. Campbell County here, 33-0. Sullivan East here, 55-13. Last week in a shootout, 90 points on the scoreboard. They beat Granger. At Granger, we'll be there in a couple of weeks, beat them 60-30. So it's a football team. You look at the composite schedule of the teams they played, the overall record of their opponents is 2-13. Overall record for the Cyclones' opponents is 11-5. Science Hill 4-0, 9th in the state. Tennessee High 1-3. Morristown West, but Westridge 3-1, and Volunteer 3-1. So 11-5. So strength of schedule tips the scales to us, but it all sounds good till 7:30. and then you strap it on, and here we go.
That's right. There's 32 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock until we kick off, and that only matters, like you said, for these next 32 minutes, and the rest of it will be settled on the field.
14th meeting, we lead the series 11-2, won 5 in a row, including 41-13 last year at our place, and down here 2 years ago, we had to come back, play on a Sunday, and beat them 63-6. So we won 5 in a row, and this football team, again, is primed. They run off the field on the warm-ups on their shirts and jerseys and helmets, and they'll come back fully attired and ready to go. So we'll bring it to you right after this break. You're listening to 2025 Elizabethton Cyclone Football. And the owner, how can you feed the team, feed the gang, feed folks for football season? What are options for Phil's?
You know, the great thing, we're set up, Tom, for events large or small. When you want to take things and make things easy, we have our dream packs to go that give you your meat, give you your choice of 3 sides, your buns, your barbecue sauce. You just throw that on a plate, and you're ready to go. So you can just set it out, set pans out for your friends to grab whatever they want. You're having a big party at your house for watch the Vols whip up on Syracuse or whoever it is they're playing this week, where we go in Tennessee, Alabama, whatever game it is, we've got you covered with those dream packs. And if you're going, you know what, I've got everybody bringing nachos and sides and all this little finger foods, but I want something a little more substantial, you can get meat by the pound, and we can set that up for you where you just have the meat and everybody can bring a side and get you ready to go. So meat by the pound or dream packs to go, either one. Great way to feed a bunch of people on a budget.
349-60 or 423-349-6437 is the number to call. Website is
philsdreampit.com. Also be looking for our Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can follow where it's going to be set up at philsdreampit.com. We run that thing all over the Tri-Cities. We've got it in Elizabethton sometimes, Kingsport, Johnson City, over in Bristol occasionally. So wherever you are, follow the Phil's Dream Pit food truck. You can get the barbecue on the go there without having to drive out to Eastern Star.
lots of options. Great sponsor, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Give them a call. Let them take care of your next activity, next need, whatever it is, at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue, Eastern Star exit of Interstate 26, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show.
In a world where cluttered trash and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight cluttered trash and debris, call Container Man.
Back at Mike Cybert Field at Cherokee High School, 29 minutes till kickoff. It's ticking down. Absolute gorgeous night for football. What'd you say? It's 83 degrees on September the 19th. You know that's not going to last.
Nope.
But we'll like it while we got it. First day of fall comes in on Monday, so it's right around the corner. Let's take a look at this football team. After losing to Science Hill, we reeled off wins against Tennessee High, Westridge, and Volunteer. We're 3-1 and 8th in the state, and understandably so. We played some really tough competition. And, you know, we keep going back to Science Hill. A play here, play there. We could be undefeated, but we're not. Science Hill's the real deal. They're 4-0. They're 9th in the state for Stacy Carter's ball club. They got Cock County tonight, which should be, at least on paper going in. You would think that would be a pretty decisive win for a team. But much like us, only has 4 home games this year. So Science Hill, Tennessee High taking on Virginia High tonight, the PT game, the bragging rights of Virginia. You got Westridge. They are at Daniel Boone tonight. And you've got the Volunteer Falcons at Seymour. So that's the teams we played so far. Next Friday night, we'll be home with Northview Academy. And they've got Granger tonight in the land of the Cougars. Let's take a look at our football team. Coach, it starts, and I always call you Coach. Is that okay when we call you Coach?
I'm really mad about that. No, I always tell people that's the best thing. People can call me.
There you go. So, or RV, or Mr. Van Huss, I just call him Coach. Think the world of this young lad. So it starts and stops with the guy that's putting on an incredible year. Red Slagle, 73 out of 120, 841 yards. Guy keeps just slinging them, 6 touchdowns. But he's also running the football. He had 2 last week, ran threw one to Zach Wallen for a touchdown. So Schlegel's putting on the show this year. 841 yards through 4 football games is pretty daggone impressive.
Yeah, it really is. And like you said, the running aspect, the fact that he has the ability to do that, he's a tough kid, and it really gives you an added dimension, something else that defenses have to prepare for each week.
You need some tape?
No, I'm getting it
Oh, I thought you needed some tape to tape it down. So Schlegel, 73 out of 120 for 841. His receiving core, of course, Whitehead's out, so there's no sense going on about him, but he will be back. But we got to go with who's out there, and it's C.J. Mathis, 1 catch. You've got Braylon Britt, 3 catches. Legend Pay, 1 catch. Zach Wallen, 30 catches. Jack Blevins, 12 catches. So you got guys in double digits, 30 for Wallen, Zach, 12 for Jack Blevins. And so after that, it drops off. Justice Wallen, 9 catches. So, again, Schlegel without Whitehead, and you may see some other guys step up too. I would think you'll see more Braylon Britt. This guy's got some wheels. Yards after catch, if he can catch it and get going, he can run like a deer.
Yeah, we have several guys like you mentioned. Even though when you look at the number of catches some of these guys have, we have tons of guys that can catch the football. They've done a really good job. But when you have someone like a Whitehead, like a Wallen, that just physically can go up in a jump ball situation and make the catch, naturally they're going to get more opportunities than maybe some other guys.
We're rushing 85 yards a game. We bumped it up, not nearly what we wanted to be, but we have shown an uptick in the rushing per game for our football team. You look at, in the 4 games, you've got C.J. Mathis with 99 yards. The Train, who's out tonight, he should be back next week at Northview. He's got 82 yards. Justice Wallen with 63 yards. Red Schlegel carrying the ball himself has got 48 yards. And then William McDuffie's carried the ball, 3 or 4 times for the junior number 7 for the Cyclones. So you got guys out there that are being active, rushing the football. And the opposition, and I think you'll see it again tonight, will get a steady dose of probably Wallen, probably Mathis, probably some Legend Bait. The Train's out tonight. And probably Schlegel running too. They're going to have to deal with 4, you say this all the time and you're right, 4 different types of running personalities we'll have to deal with tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Cyclones have done a great job so far in the season, mixing those guys in, changing things up. And then you've noticed a lot toward the end of the game in the 4th quarter. They bring, if you've not gotten enough of, one Wallen in one place, you get another Wallen in another spot. So they're able to bring in Justice and run there when they're trying to grind out some first downs. It's a really nice combination we have.
Wall-to-wall Wallens, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Back to Schlegel at 841. I mean, there's a chance if he continues doing the average that he does. He's got 841 in 4 games. You can do the math, over 200 yards a game. If that continues tonight, he'll go over 1,000 yards at the halfway point of the season. So quite impressive for Red Schlegel. And so we'll see how he does tonight. But again, he has had success against this Cherokee football team. We'll go down through that here in a few minutes. Tackling on the defensive side of the football, you've got guys in double digits. You're led by Braden Rainwater. What a story. This guy blew out his knee, gone for the betterment of last season, back going both ways. Rainwater leads us with 29 tackles. You got 28 from Justice Wallen. You got 25 from Riley Jones. You've got tackles in the tackle department. You've got 19 from the Train, who will be back next week. You got Calix Daugherty, one of our players last week, 13 tackles, and also you have 13 from William McDuffie. So you got several guys in double digits and tackles, and that's very encouraging because you got them, coach, you got them on the line, you got them in the linebackers, you got them in the secondary. So the tackle numbers are spread out there on defense, which is a good sign.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a really, when you look at the whole team defense that they've played this year, it's been really, really impressive. Like you said, a lot of guys there making a lot of plays, and a lot of Ironmen in there, a lot of guys playing both ways, and they've been able to do it and just continue to keep their level of play high, which is very, very hard to do.
William Bowers, let's talk about him. Last week was one of our players of the game, 6 touchbacks. Can't put a dollar amount on how important that is to the football team. Also, he went 1 for 2 in field goals. We had Sean on the show Monday at Chick-fil-A, and, I said, I thought it was a pretty classy move. The kid snake bit. He's better than he's kicking. He just needs some confidence. He missed that first one against Volunteer. He set it up deliberately. We said it when he did it. He's going to give him another shot at the field goal, and he did it, and he nailed it.